The sweet stuff natural versus added sugars. Sugar, it's in almost everything we eat and drink. But did you know there are different types of sugar? Natural sugars are found in fruits, vegetables, and dairy products. These foods are packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber that are good for our bodies. On the other hand, added sugars are put into foods and drinks during processing or preparation. Think of the sugar in your favorite soda, candy bar, or even that seemingly healthy granola bar. Too much added sugar can be harmful to our health, especially to our brains. The problem is many processed foods contain hidden added sugars. These sugars can be disguised under different names like high fructose corn syrup, sucrose, or dextrose. It's important to read food labels carefully and be aware of how much added sugar you're consuming. Remember, our bodies need some sugar for energy, but the key is to choose natural sugars from whole foods and limit added sugars as much as possible. Let's talk about what happens in our brains when we eat sugar. When we consume sugary treats, our taste buds send signals to the brain, triggering the release of dopamine. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in our brain's reward system. It's often called the feel-good chemical because it's associated with pleasure and motivation. Imagine biting into a delicious piece of chocolate cake. The sugar hits your tongue, and your brain is flooded with dopamine. This surge of dopamine creates a feeling of pleasure, making you want to eat more of that cake. This is how the brain learns to repeat pleasurable experiences. However, over time, the brain can become less sensitive to dopamine's effects. This means we need to consume more and more sugar to achieve the same level of pleasure we once experienced. This can lead to a vicious cycle of cravings and overconsumption. In essence, sugar can hijack our brain's reward system, making it harder to resist those sugary temptations. While the occasional sugary treat might seem harmless, excessive sugar intake can have long-term consequences for our brain health. Studies have shown a link between high sugar consumption and impaired memory function. Sugar can interfere with the brain's ability to form new memories and recall existing ones. One way sugar may impact memory is by affecting a part of the brain called the hippocampus. The hippocampus plays a crucial role in learning and memory. Research suggests that high sugar diets can lead to inflammation in the hippocampus, which can impair its function. Furthermore, excessive sugar intake has been linked to an increased risk of cognitive decline and neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's disease. While more research is needed to fully understand the connection, it's clear that a diet high in sugar can have detrimental effects on brain health over time. Protecting our brain health is essential for maintaining cognitive function as we age. Reducing sugar intake is one important step we can take towards a healthier brain. Section 4. Can't stop the craving. Sugar addiction and the brain. Have you ever felt like you can't stop eating sugary foods even though you know you should? You're not alone. Sugar can be addictive, and the reason lies in our brain chemistry. When we consume sugar, it triggers the release of dopamine in the brain's reward center. This dopamine rush reinforces the behavior of eating sugar, making us crave more. Over time, the brain can become dependent on the dopamine surges triggered by sugar, much like it can with drugs of abuse. This can lead to sugar addiction, characterized by intense cravings, withdrawal symptoms, and difficulty controlling sugar intake. Sugar addiction shares similarities with drug addiction in terms of brain activity patterns. Studies have shown that sugar activates the same reward pathways in the brain as addictive drugs, such as cocaine or heroin. This highlights the powerful effects sugar can have on the brain and the challenges of breaking free from sugar addiction. Recognizing the addictive nature of sugar is crucial for understanding why it can be so difficult to resist. By understanding the brain mechanisms involved, we can better address sugar addiction and develop strategies for healthier eating habits. Section 5. Sugar highs and lows. The link between sugar and mood swings. Ever noticed how you feel after a sugary snack or drink? You might experience a sudden burst of energy, followed by a crash later on. Sugar can have a significant impact on our mood and energy levels. When we consume sugar, it causes a rapid spike in blood glucose levels. This provides a quick burst of energy, often referred to as a sugar high. However, this energy surge is usually short-lived. As blood sugar levels plummet, we can experience feelings of fatigue, irritability, and difficulty concentrating. These fluctuations in blood sugar levels can contribute to mood swings, making us feel happy one minute and cranky the next. Moreover, sugar can interfere with the production and function of neurotransmitters like serotonin, which play a role in regulating mood. Imbalances in these neurotransmitters can further contribute to mood swings and emotional instability. By stabilizing blood sugar levels through a balanced diet and reducing sugar intake, we can promote more stable mood and energy levels throughout the day. Section 6. Breaking up with sugar: practical tips for a healthier brain. Reducing sugar intake can be challenging, but it's not impossible. Here are some practical tips to help you break up with sugar and protect your brain health. Read food labels carefully. Pay attention to added sugars listed under different names. Choose whole foods. Opt for fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains over processed foods. Cook more meals at home. This gives you more control over the ingredients and sugar content of your meals. Stay hydrated. Drinking plenty of water can help curb sugar cravings. Find healthy swaps. Substitute sugary drinks with water, unsweetened tea, or infused water. Be patient and persistent. It takes time to break old habits. Remember, small changes can make a big difference over time. By gradually reducing your sugar intake and making healthier choices, you can support your brain health and overall well-being. Gap 3S, Section 7, The Truth About Brown Sugar. Brown sugar, while often perceived as a healthier alternative to white sugar, is still an added sugar and has a similar impact on the brain and body. The main difference is that brown sugar contains a small amount of molasses, which gives it a slightly higher mineral content. But the difference is minimal. It's not necessary to avoid all sugars entirely. Natural sugars found in fruits, vegetables, and dairy are fine because they come with beneficial nutrients and fiber. However, limiting your intake of added sugars, including brown sugar, is advisable for brain and overall health. Moderation is key, and focusing on whole, unprocessed foods is the best approach. Section 7. Sweet decisions for a sharp mind. Understanding how sugar affects our brains is crucial for making informed dietary choices. From its impact on dopamine and the reward system to its long-term effects on memory and cognitive function, sugar can have a profound impact on our brain health. By being mindful of our sugar intake, we can take proactive steps to protect our brains and maintain cognitive function as we age. Remember, small changes can make a big difference. Choose natural sugars over added sugars. Read food labels carefully and opt for a balanced diet rich in whole foods. Your brain will thank you.